a huge scoring night. Like,
yeah, I love the way he's playing. His energy, his multiple effort plays, he's communicating with his teammates out there. He's really quarterbacking a lot of things. He's getting his hands on a lot. There's rebounding in traffic and just doing a lot of little things for us.
And we talked before about Naz, but do you just see the groove kind of starting to come for him? And
of course, yeah, it was good, and got them all within the flow. I thought we did a really good job of moving the ball, and he benefited from that early on, and then he made a couple of his signature tough ones, like in transition or the little snatch back three.
With Dante, he had that really good stretch last year when he was in the starting lineup before he got hurt. Is it kind of similar to what you saw then, what you're seeing now from him, especially with that group in the starting lineup?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, he's a starter-level player. There's no doubt about it. He's been a starter, scored big minutes, scored big points in big minutes in big games. So, and he's just playing with a ton of kind of confidence and just fitting seamlessly into what we're trying to do. And if it's a scoring night, great. If it's not, he's still doing a lot of things to help us win.
For Naz, what's the key now for him to stay consistent with what you're seeing, and especially when maybe he's coming off the bench and he's playing with different lineups, things like that?
Take good shots. Trust that your teammates are going to continue to find good shots for you. Sometimes, and then I think early, this is normal for all players. When they're struggling a little bit, they kind of chase it, especially scorers, and they end up taking harder shots than they need to. And so take good shots, play within the flow, and then keep doing a lot of the little things. I mean, he's rebounding really well too, and that's big for us. We need that, and when he's rebounding, he's playing the complete game.
I know Johanna didn't play a lot of minutes, but just talk about his overall development.
Yeah, he's right on path. I mean, right now it's a bonus when we can get him these types of minutes. You can see him getting a little bit more comfortable with the speed of the game, the recognition, the physicality, and all that kind of stuff. It just takes reps. But we love where he's at. Kevin Hansen does an incredible job with him, and as do all of our coaches. But we're just keep bringing him along slow. But he's he'll probably head down to Iowa at some point here, so he can get some real good run and some extended minutes, and that experience and exposure will be huge for him when he comes back up here.
Can you just talk about like Cooper and PJ?
Yeah,
like their how they get along, their chemistry, and how much you wanted to make sure that you counted that. So that you could
we knew those guys were the dangerous ones. They're both really what the league craves right now, which is big wings, physical wings, multi-skilled wings. They play both ends of the floor. They can rebound. They can shoot it. They're two really good pieces. We know what PJ can do. He's had many a good night against us. And, tonight got our first look up close with Cooper. And, he's going to be a great player. There's no doubt about it.
So often when you talk about like spark plugs off the bench, it's microwave scorer kind of guys. But you've had Nikhil and now Jaylen. What kind of weapon is that to be able to bring somebody in who can change the game in that end?
Yeah, it's huge. Tone setting and, different. Nikhil was kind of more 94 feet of frantic pressure and then make a bunch of shots and get you on a run. But, Jaylen just makes these plays out of nothing. He's super handsy. He's active on the glass. He makes shots in a timely manner, but mostly he just sets the tone. He can guard whoever you need him to. He gets a lot of loose balls, hands, deflections, and kind of momentum plays. He makes these defensive momentum plays.
He's doing it in the fourth when you guys are up like 30. I mean, does it sometimes take guys who are just wired like that?
Yeah, no doubt. He's just like a dog chasing a car. He just keeps going and. That's just how he plays. That's what we love about him. He knows who he is, and he does it to the absolute best of his ability all the time. So.
Chris, we often think about spacing as on the perimeter, but it feels like Rudy is positioning himself in the lane more so than maybe a year ago to not be in the way for Ant or Julius's driving lanes. Have you seen that? And if so, is that something you've been intentional with?
Yeah, I think his spacing's gotten much better. I think it's a learned kind of relationship with Julius. We talked about that last year. You know, Cat was a straight line driver, and he knew where to be when Cat had the ball, and Julius plays a lot more in a zigzag fashion, so it's sometimes hard, and you got to stay patient and read that. But he's doing a really good job, and his gravity there is creating a lot of corner threes for us. And he's doing an outstanding job when he catches the ball in the pocket too. And he's really, I think at one point he led us in assists tonight, tied with Julius actually. So we're really trusting him in the pocket right now, and he's delivering.